think I'll just go into arcade mode for that since I can. Got it.
Oh shit. Alright, there we go. Got it muted.
Let me pull up that post I made so we have the list. So hey guys, Lucky Red here, joined by a few of them fine fellows, because we figured we'd do a little dump. We've been wanting to do more of them anyway. So we thought it'd be fun to do one on this little cute anime list a friend of mine shared from a local who goes to a lot of different conventions. And then we gave kind of our 2 cents in online. So we figured it'd be fun to just kind of talk about with some fighters in the background for your viewing a pleasure. So guys, want to say hi?
Oh, hi, Mark.
What's up? It's your boy Vice Nebuchadnezzar, aka Big Tay, aka Mellow D Yellow, the man, the myth, the legend, Isaac Henry Leister. We're in here talking about some anime goods, the bads, and everything in between.
Absolutely. But real quick, who should be my fighters team for round 1?
That's easy. You gotta go. Beerus, Frieza, Cell, best villains in anime.
All right.
So, first of all, I didn't hear Madara Uchiha on that list.
That's right. Don't forget, best villain in anime.
Second of all, where's Butterflies?
Hey, he's right. Never forget Butterflies. I always pick my... red, blue, yellow. Okay.
I got dibs on Cell.
Funny thing, I actually did make Cell blue. And I made Frieza yellow. And Beerus red. Let's see. No, I'll just do... You know what, we'll just do regular Extreme Gravity Chambers. So, we'll start off nice and simple. So, I've got a list of little questions, and each of us will have a chance to answer and explain our answer. And that's about as simple as it can get.
And it's gonna take us 20 minutes to get through just the first question.
Probably. So, the first question is anime I hate. So this is very simple. Anime you just hate. You know, not too much to it. Anime, you mean cartoons for adults? Yeah, those. Anime I hate. I will simply go first. I went with Darling in the Franxx. A lot of people like it. I don't know why. It's not good. It's really well animated because Trigger does such a good job. Writing's terrible, characters terrible, plot's bad. I can't really think too much good about it. Besides, it looks cool, I guess.
I don't think Trigger animated it. I think they outsourced to a different company for the animation.
Yeah. See. Oh, then I guess it looked good with Trigger's stamp of approval, even if they didn't directly make it then. Regardless, it did not fix my issues with it existing, which was pretty unfortunate for everyone involved. Honestly, I don't have a whole lot to say because I didn't watch a lot of it.
I got pretty far into it, and it was kind of like a Sword Art deal for me, where I get actually kind of reverse almost. Where unlike Sword Art, which at the time Sword Art came out, there was only like the first 2 bits, and everyone told me, just stop after one. Not really actually. With Darling in the Franxx, they're like, no, keep going, dog, keep going. You gotta keep going to get to the good stuff. They were right. It got good, man.
Did it?
Good. Yeah, spaceship bitches. No, it didn't actually get good.
But thankfully, in terms of anime I hate, that one won't take me long because that's all I really have to say about mine. Since I know Isaac will probably take the longest, because I
Maybe,
know
but I don't think so.
you have a very strong opinion, especially when it comes to that opinion being hate. So you know what?
Actually, this is... Yeah, go ahead with the others.
Okay. So Ramen Rider, punctual purple.
It's promiscuous purple. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it promiscuous now? It was punctual.
Musculus?
Dude, you're too promiscuous, man. Better take a shower. Clean those noodles off.
I don't shower, I just steam myself. Thank you very much.
Clean your pores on your noodles.
So one anime I really wanted to watch, really liked, but I turned out hating it, was Claymore. Simply because of the character named Reiki or Raki, or however the hell you pronounce his name.
No idea.
Is it the guy character, just the... Because, you know, in male-dominated shows there has to be token lady. Is this the token guy for the lady show?
Yeah, he's the token guy crybaby that whose voice makes you want to stab your eardrums out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, when he wasn't in the episodes were fine, but when he was in it, the show just tanked, so fuck that show.
So was he the main character?
No, he was
the guy character.
yeah.
Oh, right, because the main character was the chick.
Mid spoilers, but like there's a part where he goes in with these badass words and he tells the lady that he's gonna become super strong and protect her, and then he never does. He's just like, oh my god, don't die! Throughout the whole fucking show.
Well, at least he told her.
I hated that show. That's that.
Alright. Well then, Mellow, a D, yellow. Is he here? I can't hear him.
He's not saying that on my end. God damn it. I'm trying to have a proper stream, a professional work environment. Fuck days here, taking a nap, watching TV, eating a cup of noodles, taking a dump, fucking flowering his garden at 2 a.m.
Nah.
Well, I guess I'll go then.
Yeah, go for it.
I actually didn't have a good answer. I couldn't think of a show I actually hated. I have a lot of shows that make me mad, but I normally don't hate them in and of themselves. I went with Bleach because it's the one that infuriates me the most, because I liked it for the longest time, and it just kept getting worse. Like, it peaked extremely early on, and it just got worse. And worse and worse and worse. And worse. And then it just blatantly wholesale copied Yu Yu Hakusho even more. Even though the premise was already... Oh, goodbye Tayshawn.
He must have actually been talking and oh, is you good, Tay? Can we hear you now?
Well then, whenever you're ready.
I don't hear him.
I don't hear him.
I don't hear anything.
I can feel in my soul him hearing us and going, God damn it.
Yeah, something like that.
Hello? Hey. Yeah, so I was making comments the entire time, and I guess that was still heard. So basically, you were going, Isaac, so go ahead and finish.
Nah, I was pretty much done. Fuck Bleach. But like, not early Bleach, just like Bleach as a whole.
So,
Fire Force is a good runner-up, because fuck that cat lady. Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. So I would honestly have to go with, probably Golden Boy, dude. I fucking hate that show.
It's fair, dude. I didn't care for it either. I really didn't.
We're gonna have some stage later on, but we'll get to it.
That show's amazing.
Hold on, we'll talk about it later.
I know.
So, anything else to say about that treasure. Any
You
other
just, you just hate
any
it.
other
You're wrong.
modules you wish to deface?
No, I didn't like it. I thought it was not good. I didn't find it funny. It made me uncomfortable, which I know is part of the reason you like to watch it, but I don't like watching things that make me uncomfortable with my friends.
Although I don't watch it to make myself uncomfortable. I watch
know
it to watch other people get uncomfortable.
No, I know. I don't. That's not fun for me. So
You're right,
I
it's
just-
fun for me.
I know. It was an unpleasant experience, and I did not like it, and I do not like the show. Also, until very recently, I thought it was porn.
You know what?
I mean, that's not untrue or unfair.
God, you know what? Anime I hate, I got an extra one. Only because I heard so much about it recently and it's starting to really annoy me. Is interspecies reviewers.
I gotta watch that show.
So I
Bathe myself in
I
cable.
get why people like it. It's pornography. But that's it. Like if you're
Well, I
watching
hear
for
the
any other reason.
I have not watched the show at all. The reason I hear it is entertaining to the right level of degenerate is because it's pornography, but like pornography is like its second genre, and comedy is its first genre, and the comedy revolves around the pornography. It's
I mean-
like something. It's like taking a degenerate show like Golden Boy and just actually pushing it to be porn.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds
I
even worse than what I watched.
So I've actually watched the whole thing
Oh,
because it's over,
I
by
have
the way.
I have
have.
not watched a single episode.
And I can say, yeah, it's just porn. I can find no other like reason that you should enjoy it. It's not funny. Like I get it's supposed to be a satirical comedy that's just really. It's basically so hardcore porn that but it's still softcore porn because it doesn't actually like it shows nipple, but like that's it. Like it can't show anything else. It can't show penetration, but it can heavily imply it to the point where they might as well be showing it for how much they're pretty much telling you that this is what's happening right now.
And other shit.
But yeah, it's just porn. I can't really think of another reason, any other form of enjoyment from the show.
Like, okay, I joke about wanting to watch that show. I've had the opportunity and sat there and like, no, I can't bring myself.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just
I actually cannot stoop to that level of degeneracy.
yeah.
I have crazy
Like I get why people like it.
more degenerate.
I get why people like it because it's porn, but like that's it. It is actually just porn.
Oh.
It offers nothing.
Next category.
Right, of course.
Would you like to do the honors, or are you preoccupied?
No, I got it. So the next one is easy. It's anime I think is overrated.
This was a pretty universal one.
Yeah, everyone, surprisingly to me anyway, had pretty much the same answer that I did. So mine was very simple. I actually picked two, though I'll give both of them. Why not? So I picked one of them being Kill la Kill. I gave it a big shot. I watched the first 5 episodes. I gave it a decent chance, and it just by the 5th episode, I was like, man, this is kind of stupid, man. It's like it's just dumb. I wasn't getting into it. I liked the characters, but it just wasn't enough for me to enjoy the show. The animation was also really, really good, but that's pretty much it. I just couldn't find another reason to watch the show, so I just never liked Kill la Kill. I get why people like it. It's because hot teenage girls are in it and wear very little, and that's about it. At least there's a little bit more because some of the characters are kind of cool.
Captain Underboob.
Yeah, and it's pretty accurate. But I'm trying to think, like, besides that was Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan seems to be like a lot of people have pretty much agreed. I get why people like it. I don't think it's like terrible by any means. I think it's totally fine, but that's the problem. I think it's fine, and it's considered one of the best shows of all time, and I don't think it's anywhere near that.
You got that, man.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, no, it did.
Yeah, it actually did get better, but
No, that's an opinion.
Fair.
Oh, no, you're right. It did get better when it ended.
Oh, damn, I thought it got good then. I guess I was wrong.
No, as the main perpetrator in this group of hating things because of their ungodly popularity, I will say I feel like that's more the issue. Like, it's just, yeah, people will fucking put it up on this pedestal, and it's a good show.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it
I said,
definitely has its ups and downs.
I think it's good. I think it's very solid.
I think it's okay in the first season, drags in the second season, and then gets very good in the third season. I would argue third and fourth season since they broke it up, but they say it's one season, which is silly to me. But nevertheless, yeah.
What's up, T-Dog?
I remember.
Whoops.
Wait, is Tay talking? Because I don't hear him.
No, I'm just waiting.
Yeah, no, he's waiting for his. He was waiting for his turn. He's just being
I was
patient.
just adding on to that one. Yeah, no, I went and visited the old high school after I got out of the Navy, and yeah, people were wearing those jackets.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it was super popular, man.
Plural. Yeah. Granted, not. It did drop in popularity heavily until the third season came out. After a 4-year wait for the second season, and the second season being eh. But yeah. Alright, go ahead, you two.
Well, I go last. Instead of just breaking up the order at this point.
Oh wait.
So mine
No, yeah. You go ahead and do yours first.
So mine, what was it again?
Oh, I'm so
Anime
bad.
that
Anime you think is
overrated.
overrated?
Mine easily has to be Death Note. I've watched half of the series and I didn't care for it. It didn't, like, I don't know, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I get
I thought that was a good show that I personally didn't like. And those
I'm
are
actually currently rewatching it as we speak.
like,
That's why
he's
the
literally
dump's
watching
nice, because then we get all those different opinions, man.
it. I mean, yeah, it really isn't my thing. Like, if I'm gonna follow an evil character, I want them to be just living it up. And yeah, Light kind of does that, but he leans more into just a douchebag than anything. For me personally. So yeah, I could definitely see overrated. That's a dope ass opening song.
I do
that's
like
fair.
the openings, but I just didn't care for it.
If only it was a better show.
I don't know if it's quite that it's bad, but yeah, I think it's just like a tonal, like, you like it. I feel like it's just one of those polarizing shows. Tay, you go.
I
You were
see.
supposed to go third because I'm the one who takes forever.
I'm going to say Golden Boy again.
You can't pick the same thing
Can't say
twice.
twice.
I mean, you can. Also, it's not overrated, by the way. No one fucking likes Golden Boy.
It's a hidden gem.
SS Gridman.
Oh,
I
you
appreciate
like
it for what it
Gridman?
is, but
Oh man. Oh Alright, busting out the fucking brass knuckles.
I appreciate Gridman for what it
Come on,
was.
boys.
I really do. But God, I
Come
just
on.
could not get into it. I'm sorry. I really
Sean,
wanted
we're
to.
breaking social distancing to kick the shit out of you.
I really wanted to like it, man. I really did.
And I say we, you two are coming with me.
Tayshawn's just gonna open his door to get his mail, and I is just gonna cheap shot him.
Just a straight donkey
would.
punch.
Yeah, man. I really wanted to like Gridman.
I'm surprised you didn't. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, same kind of thing. If you know, if you're not into that kind of a show, it's like a weird mix. You have to like Tokusatsu Sentai type shit, and like Trigger's weird bullshit
Yep.
to really
And
get
that's the
most
thing.
out of it.
I like both of them. That's why I don't understand why I didn't like the show.
Well, that's fair.
Hakai. Yeah.
But again, overrated? Is Gridman really?
It was really
That
popular
highly-
when it released, but it was kind of one of those hot, like temporarily hot shows. Tay's not a
never
real
heard about
Tay's not a real anime fan. Wow, that's
Wow,
Wait,
rough.
James, are
that's
you-
messed up?
Are you in the chat and in the fucking?
Video.
No, I don't.
What are you talking
It's not
about?
me.
No, it's Ramen Rider.
I'm Ramen Rider with a Y, not with an I. I don't know who this dude is.
God.
I like how you, wait.
How many-
so,
also,
wait,
how
would
many
you
YouTube
wait?
accounts do you
wait,
have?
hold on, Tay. How would he know that unless he was watching the video, reading the name of the Ramen Rider in it?
That's that guy from over on Twitch. You know, the cosplayer dude.
I still want to know how many fucking YouTube channels you have, James.
Yeah, well, let's hear a number, bro. Let's take a pause. Let's hear.
I know it's at least
We're not
more.
gonna dox our friend
No.
like that.
No,
It's only 3.
that is
I only got
horse shit,
3.
and you know it.
No, it's only 3. I just change the names every 30 days.
Oh, okay. That one's probably true. All right, so Tay, you picked my first team. James, what's my next team?
Krillin,
Okay, Krill Dog.
Boo,
Which for one?
and Hercule. Regular Krillin.
Which one?
That's pretty good.
I know Hercule's not in this. Let's go with
Which
the guy
Boo?
with the regular Boo, Fat Boo,
Oh, okay.
and then Tien.
Regular Krillin. That's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, he wants regular Boo, not die Boo.
he's Boo, but with half the carbs and none of the sugar.
You know what? I'll color these boys too. Let's go.
So, are we on my turn then?
Yeah, I think that puts us on your turn.
Man, fucking Yasha.
Cold, though deserving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
went on for way too long.
Yep.
That is a show that had maybe, if I'm being generous, 50 episodes of actual important content, and it lasted 200 fucking episodes. And you know, if you enjoy it, that's all you. That's all Gucci. But I don't understand why so many people think it's so goddamn good. Fucking nostalgia, man.
You keep looking at me.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at you too.
Isaac said he's looking at you too.
I don't know.
Well, because he
my
called out
phone?
your show.
What?
Actually, 2 of your shows got called out.
What?
So two shows that got called out for being overrated was Death Note and Inuyasha. Literally 2 of your 3 favorite shows of all time.
You know what's hilarious about that?
What's that?
In Japanese, Ella and Inuyasha are the same person.
Oh yeah, it's the same actor.
Yep, Taffy Yamaguchi.
God damn, at least the
You know,
fucking
it's funny.
voice actor.
The other episode, the other show that I think is overrated is actually Doctor Who. To anime.
I take shots. Ironically, the other show I think is overrated, but it's not an anime. It's Doctor Who.
Another show I think is
away.
overrated is
Now.
Twilight.
Another show he thinks overrated is Twilight.
Not a show, it's a movie series.
It's actually a book
Wow,
series. Actually,
spoken like a true
It's also
Twilight
a
fan.
movie series. It started as a book.
I've spoken like a true Twilight fan. She was a huge fan for a very long time.
Nah, I'm
Did
not.
she
I'm not
make you dress up like Edward for Halloween?
Did she dress up as Edward for
Or did she
Halloween?
make you dress up as
Oh,
Edward
did she
for
make
Halloween?
me? No, we dated like when we started dating. She was still into Twilight, but she wasn't like she was starting to kind of mellow out more on it, like a pretty early.
She was
into our
waking up.
relationship. She was waking up.
No, that was when I was first getting into it.
Yeah. I guess I just ignored it. I
Vampires
don't
have
know.
babies if they're
Well,
undead.
Yeah, I don't got much to say about Inuyasha. I tried watching the final act. I watched one episode, and I was with a group of friends, and we were literally just laughing at it the whole time. Between them, I think it was Dylan or Shishomaru is just like literally swinging their sword, and universes are coming out like fucking JPEG universes.
Yeah, dude.
Doesn't have its flaws,
And
but it does.
like the two guys are like flying at each other. Like Shishomaru's like, I got the disadvantage. I only have one arm. And the other guy, it cuts immediately to the other guy and goes, haha, I have the advantage. He only has one arm. And I'm like, oh man, this is fucking serious writing right here.
Dude, that's some Dragon Ball shit right there, man. We're doing it. We're
Don't
going
take
in.
Dragon Ball like that.
Yeah, I'd probably laugh at Dragon Ball pretty hard for doing that shit. Thank God I haven't watched C in so long.
My favorite line from Dragon Ball is,
OG Dragon Ball, you'll get that, but it'll also jump cut to all the other people in the audience thinking the exact same thing.
I think a funny line for Dragon Ball
In
is
fairness, that was
definitely
at least, that came out like 30
my
years
love.
beforehand.
my hope and all of my sorrow.
My hope, my love, and all of my
We
sorrow.
were just talking about this the other day. That fucking song is the dopest shit. No irony, nothing. That is just the dopest fucking song.
Oh, dude, yeah, that track from G Gundam
Yeah, the one that plays whenever he has that line.
when he summons this the first time he does the burning sword, and so the burning finger.
Shining Finger Sword! Which also, you know, top tier name.
Dude, I gotta rewatch that whole show. It was so incredible.
Dude, you gotta do a Netflix party. Also, petition have it put on Netflix.
Yeah, also put it on Netflix.
We tried to do a Netflix party and you weren't having it, Isaac.
Yeah,
I mean, that's very fair. That was because you picked the live action anime movies.
that's what I'm saying, dude. That would be such a great dump. Don't you agree, Ramen Rider?
Yeah, live action anime movies like.
Yeah, all three of them. There's more. There's oh, sorry, all four of them. There's a fourth one that we forgot about. Mob Psycho 100.
Oh,
Mob Psycho, Bleach, Fullmetal Alchemist. Do they have the JoJo one on there yet?
No.
Death Note. I think there's another.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright. So, our next category.
couple of them.
I don't have much to say about it yet. It's fucking.
Yeah, dude. Anime, I think, is underrated. Now, this is, of course, easy
Positive
enough.
vibes only.
Yeah, positive vibes only show you think does not get the love it truly deserves. Mine was super easy. It was goddamn Bobobo. I love that show. It's amazing. Fucking should have been even longer. It was not long enough. It was not longed for this beautiful world. It was so great. It is fun. It's dumb as shit, and that's why it's
Take it
great.
before it's time.
Absolutely. Fucking who is better than the incredible Sad Sack? One of my favorites.
What's off of me? I love that there's no way that was the original line, too.
No, it's not.
Obviously.
Also, all of the like, don't watch it in Japanese. I'm sorry. The dialogue is so unfunny and like so different. But goddamn, the team who dubbed that show did such an incredible job with it. It's just so good and fun. I love it.
Why is Bubblegum not in Jump Force?
I know. He's in J-Stars. He's just like one of the most unfun characters
Another
to play.
reason why J-Stars is a superior game. Also,
Yeah.
it's kind of playable.
Yeah. Although he's no fun to play in that game. Though, though a character, there is one character who is not in Jump Force, who is in J-Stars, which I'll be talking about shortly, not yet. However, Bobo, absolutely great. I love the cast. Characters like Don Patch, Gasser, Gas Can, his full name. Soften. Beauty's kind of annoying, but like that's fine. That's kind of the point. It's just such a fun show, and sometimes that's all you need. You just need to have a good time. Also,
Mr. Ramen Rider.
they had some great fucking villains too. So yeah, Ramen Rider.
Mine is a tie between two shows.
Indulge us.
The first one has a really stupid ass name, and that's what killed it. It's Pumpkin Scissors.
Oh, I used to love that show.
And like, up. You ladies talking to you.
I'm aware. What's up, baby?
What is it?
What is this show?
Yeah.
I'm aware.
It's Pumpkin Scissors.
I
I've
don't
heard of
know.
that. I've never seen
I have literally never heard of it, which surprises me.
It takes place like in an alternate, I guess, World War II, World War I setting.
Yeah.
And like the war's finally over, and you meet this guy who was experimented on as a soldier. They basically took down tanks. They're called Will-O-Wisps. And I don't know, I really like the bad guys and just the story overall. But they cut it at like 12 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
My favorite guy in that show he was a bad guy, and he was in a suit that kind of looked like a Big Daddy from what was that game?
Bioshock.
Except for they were like these big flame troops, and whenever they took off these outfits, they would die because they would be exposed to like all their burns and crap.
Damn.
In the
I
other
won't
show,
lie. I can't say to the quality of the show, but I've counted like at least 4 edges in this show.
the main character, she has a double-bladed sword that she uses at the end.
Yeah. First show to
I
have
mean,
the scissor
If
sword.
it's double-edged and double-bladed, ooh, that's 4 edges right there.
Yep, and then she uses special boots to kick the blade and do all this fancy stuff with. And the
That's
other
like
show...
That's like 4 razor squares.
Yeah. And the other show was... The other show is Corpse Princess. It's a pretty
No, I
good
take
show.
it back. I'm gonna keep going.
I don't know that one.
I've
So that
heard of
one's
it. I never.
actually- So that one's actually a pretty good show. What it is these girls are brought back by like Shinto magic, and once they get a certain amount of kills, I think they're supposed to be let free or to get their souls back or something. It's been a while since I watched it, but they have like a Shinto monk with them, and they can kind of purify them and keep them so like they look like they're alive and not corpses, and they hunt down other corpses that are dead spirits and stuff that come back to life.
So, I actually have I have 3 shows and 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
So the first show
Okay,
that
you're
is
pushing the limits there, buddy.
So
No,
first
he's
show
fine.
that's severely
That's fine.
underrated is Cowboy Bebop. I don't think it gets enough.
Get out of here, bitch.
You
What?
know, Cowboy Bebop was huge. I don't. People know about it.
Yeah, but they don't. Not enough people know about it. Wasn't good enough. So besides that, my honorable mentions are Please Teacher and Please Twins. And
No, I know those shows. They do, and oh boy,
that was a low key name drop, and I wanted to know which one of you guys knew it recognized.
yeah, I
Okay,
know.
Please Sisters is one of Johnny Young Bosch's best roles. Thank you. And I encourage you to double check that because he's actually in it.
Oh Jesus
And
Christ!
then my
Good point,
two
man.
other ones are definitely going to be Blood Battle Blockade and Dead Man Wonderland.
I like that man.
I mean, in
I
fairness,
hated
those two
it,
are
man.
actual fucking picks.
Yeah, those are fair.
I like how
Blood
you're
Blockade
specifically-
Battlefront. I will absolutely 110% agree with you on Blood Blockade Battlefront.
Dude, that show
I
was
will
fucking
accept
dope.
that the other one is an answer.
I also forgot. I would also include Trigun Slayers and Loki Ragnarok on this list, though I won't go into
Trigon
detail
was
why.
huge. What are you talking about?
Was it? I didn't hear much people talk
Yeah.
about it.
Trigun?
Yeah,
That's
Slay-
because-
Trigun was
You didn't
huge
hear
in
people
the
talk
90s.
about it because Trigun came out before we were fucking born.
Yeah, so
That's
it
when it
clearly
was
wasn't
big.
very popular, man.
First of all, you're making a lot of assumptions there.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're older.
At least three of us. You were actually the only person who was not born by this point, Sean.
Was I born?
What are you, 93?
No.
4?
Yeah.
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 Let me
okay.
double check my facts there.
I was
but,
probably just born though. Like I was.
Trigun the anime,
I think that was like
I believe
'96.
was 1998.
Yeah, probably.
So that's like I don't count
Yeah, that was
old anime
kinda
as far as that type of stuff. That's on the same level as like Outlaw Star and other shit like that. Like it was huge in its time, but
I
its
was
time
exactly
passed.
right. It was 1998.
Wow, nice work.
And it didn't air on Adult Swim for years after that.
Well, either way, very well. But Slayers for sure, and Mythical Detective Loki Ragnarok.
Yeah, Slayers is one I need to go back and rewatch. I feel like I was too
great.
young to really appreciate it, and I still found it funny.
Yeah, love that show. Well then we got anime I love. Very
Well,
simple.
okay, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. So what's yours? I forgot you didn't go yet.
Mine's not super underrated. I just feel like I don't care about it as much as I'd like, and that's Steins Gate.
Oh
I
yeah,
actually
that's
almost
right.
suggested Steins Gate, but I thought it was too popular.
It was
It's
fairly-
on that borderline. It's not underrated per se, but I feel like it doesn't get enough attention. But it
that
still
was
gets
sick.
its fair share. And on my anime list, which is tentative for ranking, but you know, on my anime list, it was in the number 2 spot for several years, but had significantly less votes and pretty much everything around it.
I feel like if I watched it, I just wouldn't like it. That's just the only reason I haven't checked it out.
It's hard to say because tonally I don't think so, but the main character I think you would absolutely love.
And at least I'd get a kick out of it then.
Because the main character is super over the top posturing type of a character.
Hell yeah, let's go. So Isaac, before we continue, who should be team number 3?
Goku?
3 times.
Yeah, no, the team is Goku.
Oh, okay. Goku.
Take that how you will.
Goku. Goku. There's only 3 characters in the game that it just says Goku.
So let's get some more love in here, boys.
So it's Goku characters. So we're gonna go with Gotenks, Gohan, and Cell.
I mean, that's fair. They all are part Goku. Even if Gotenks is 1/4 Goku.
Okay, there. Make. Ooh, I'm super nettled. Anyway, so next is we got anime I love. Very simple. It's just the one you like more than any other show. So I did list 3 because I like a lot of animes. You got I'll start from the bottom. I included Dragon Ball, hence why I'm playing Dragon Ball. And I said all of them because I did not want for me watching Dragon Ball, I count all 4 of the shows. I don't count Heroes because it's not really anything. It's kind of just blatant kind of dull fancies. Yep, GT.
Kai.
No,
AF.
That's not a separate show. AF is not. It's not real. It's just a fan comic. I've also read it. I've actually read it, and it's fucking terrible.
Kid became Yamcha.
I've read that. That's dope, and everyone should check that shit out.
All the real Dragon Ball shows.
But anyway, fucking the other ones, Dragon Ball.
Xenoverse 2 story mode.
I like that. Part of the canon shows is the Xenoverse 2 story mode.
And Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3 the What If story mode.
Dragon Ball Online story mode, which is actually canonically accurate.
God, I've heard that, and it upset me when someone actually believed that. I'm sorry.
Totally canon.
It's not. It's not. It's also terrible, by the way. I've read that story, and it's fucking
awful. I still
awful.
got my brass knuckles. Still got it.
That's fine.
I can add another house to my list.
And I can tell you how fucking garbage that shit is.
What are you talking about? Majin Buu gets a wife, and they make little baby blues.
Yeah,
and,
Majin Buu literally fucks himself. What?
Damn, I hit Gohan with the spirit bomb. He's gone now.
Someone should make a meme out of that. Like when you tell someone to go fuck themselves, and then they actually do, and it's just Majin Buu and his wife.
Yeah, dude.
So, Dragon Ball. What are 2 and 3?
So the second is Gintama. Bro, I have not watched a lot of Gintama. There's like 600 fucking episodes. There's like 300. There's actually like 300, but I've watched 50 of them because that's the only arc that's dubbed. Or the only season. Sorry, it contains like 12 different arcs in it. And holy shit, it's incredible.
What is it now?
Huh?
You looked over here again.
What's up, baby?
Never mind. You looked at me, I thought.
Oh. No, I was just talking about Gintama. One, goddamn hilarious. 2, like those 2 arcs in there were where they finally get serious for just 2 arcs. It's actually like super compelling and well written. And 3, my god, those characters are amazing. I love everyone in that show. Goddamn Gintoki Sakata is literally like the worst person ever. And that's his character. He's just a selfish asshole. And somehow, he's also still the best character.
Dude, selfish assholes make the best characters, man. So, what is your third pick while you're taking as much time as the rest of us?
The final pick. Bro, this is my fucking episode, dude. My final pick is My Hero Academia. It's absolutely incredible. It grew into my favorite anime of all time.
I'm changing my overrated pick.
and then just fucking,
And then picked literally my favorite anime of all time.
and then take My Hero. That's not fair. Who the fuck? What the fuck, Zach?
Yeah, dude. What? Anyone else can pick the same anime I love, bro. Because the anime I love is My Hero Academia. Like, it is my number one. It has literally become my favorite anime of all time. And I still fucking
I
love
take back. Inuyasha's not the most overrated.
it. Yeah, fuck you. So that's mine. You know, Che, why don't you go next?
I mean,
Yes, take.
we. I don't know why we would just skip over James like that. That seemed kind of.
Cause fuck James. Go ahead,
You
take
guys are
Sean.
oppressing me and being racist.
Well,
cry.
one. No.
Go ahead, Tayshawn.
Okay. So My Hero, obviously. And beyond that, dude, Castlevania has just been fucking.
Not an anime. American writing staff.
I don't give a
I don't
flying
get American production.
fuck. Because that show is incredible. I'm totally cool with them talking about it. Go ahead.
Castlevania has been fucking phenomenal, dude. I have loved every minute of it. Every season is better than the last. It's just so good. It's just so
Good
good.
shit.
I mean, that last
Castlevania.
bit's going for the
No.
No, it's that good shit. It's that good
That Castlevania is just so
shit.
good.
every
I
season.
100%
Yes,
recommended 100%. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10, because there's no 10 out of 10s in this world. But it's a 9 out of 10. I'd say watch it. If you haven't yet, definitely sit down and check it out. It's really great. I guess you can argue that the second season is a little lackluster compared to the other two, but I like world building.
I was gonna
seasons.
say the third season is
Really?
I get why you feel that way. We talked about it before. I understand how you feel that way. Also, and one last one. Oh my gosh, Overlord is just so great, and I miss it so much.
Come on, give us season 4, man. Just give it to us.
Oh, I need season 4 of Overlord. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of out of all the isekai I've watched recently, and I have watched a lot of isekai. I am the isekai man. God, Overlord is just so good. Don't get me wrong. This time's amazing. Kaku's Hero is pretty
Have
great.
you even
Shield,
seen
awesome.
all of the Isekai Quartet shows?
What's all in it?
Overlord, Konosuba.
Overlord, Konosuba, ReZero, Tanya the Evil, Cautious Hero, and Shield Hero.
No, I've seen half of the cast. I have not seen Tanya the Evil. I've never heard of Tanya the Evil, and I have not watched ReZero or Konosuba.
Well, then you're not the Isekai man. That
I've watched a lot of. Okay, fine, whatever. You can do these kind of man.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be associated with that.
Yeah, we already have a harem guy, so we gotta have an isekai guy.
I'm pretty sure I'm just the trash man.
I'm the trash.
There's the name.
I
go
love
on the
Isekai,
stake and
man.
I
It's
am on
my
the track.
favorite
I'm the
show.
one who gets people to watch trash and love it.
I'm making
I love
them.
Isekai. Steins Gate's my favorite show.
I mean, that is technically not incorrect, but also
Ow.
stretching the definition to an extreme.
Nah. Otherworld, man. That's all it needs.
I love Isekai. The Namek arc from Dragon Ball is the best.
I mean, again, he's technically not wrong.
No, that one is right.
No, because the word isekai is literally just means another world.
Oh, then yep, there you go. The Namek Saga is the best isekai ever.
Oh man.
So, Mr. Ramen, since
Yeah,
you've been
good
put
old
on
writer.
to soak up some of that broth, what do you got for us?
Alright, so mine would have to be the Tenchi Muyo series, because that's one of the first anime series I got into. Next would be Kami-Sami Kiss, Kami, goddamn it, however you say it. And then Heaven's Lost Property.
Oh God, really?
I take it back, you're the trash man.
Oh God.
You bringing up Tenchi Muyo reminded me. There was one more I want to add on that. Yu Yu Hakusho. As an
I
God,
don't
Yu
know
Yu
what
Hakusho is just good.
about Tenchi Muyo reminded you, aside from you're both old.
That's literally what it was.
Oh, okay. So please continue. Pray continue.
That was it.
You don't want to elaborate on it?
Alright. So, like I said, Tenshin Ryu, the series, that was like one of the very first anime series I got into. So they always had this special place in my heart. Kami-sama Kiss is one of my guilty pleasures. It's a comedy romance story. What the hell is that?
Really? Out of those three, that's the guilty pleasure, James.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not gonna deny it. I love Heaven's Lost Property, especially when it gets like into the darker stuff. Like, yes, there's a lot of fan service, but they did that because there's a lot of dark, gritty stuff. Like, one of the characters was tortured and they purposely slowly ripped off her wings, and they used one lady to basically, against her will, like, commit a genocide and stuff like that.
When does the dark stuff start and the fan service stop?
Well, the fan service doesn't
so
stop. Yeah, so
attention.
I did watch all of that as well. So I was
All
listening
I'm
to
saying is genocide and rings being ripped off sounds like fan service to me.
Oh, it's not sold that way, I'll tell you that though.
The Holocaust never happened.
Then it's a show for you, Tyshawn.
God, I hate that you say Mr. the Hollow. Oh.
What are you talking about? I rooted for the bad guys of Helsing. Apparently. Yeah, Alucard, because the good guys lost.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Of course.
My brain's gonna fucking... I'm gonna have a small aneurysm trying to figure that one out. So I have simple pleasures in my life. Simple things that I like. Like beautiful 6-episode shows. Like fucking Golden Boy. You all are trash.
I thought you were going to say Fully Cooley, and I was actually going to
Yeah,
back
that's
you
what I
up
was
on
gonna
that
say, and I was gonna have to agree with you.
Nope.
You're not.
Did you bring up that trash?
You and I, Isaac, are the other ones who appreciate Golden Boy for what it is.
It's because me and you are cultured men.
It's such a bad show,
These
man.
people have no concept of plot or dialogue or anything as refined as character development.
It's a bad show. I stick by that 100% now as well. I do not like Golden Boy, man.
Was Golden Boy the only one you had, or was there more?
Well, yeah, because it's like, everyone knows what I'm about. I like my shonen bullshit. That's not fun to talk about. Besides, you guys already talked about it. I knew you would. Even before I knew you were
That's why you had to carry Golden Boy on your spine.
Okay,
And
so
break
side
your
note,
back.
Isaac, this is exactly why I haven't watched Konosuba yet. I don't like Golden Boy, I don't like Gintama, and I don't like Bobobo. I don't think I like comedy shows.
Wait, you don't like? Wait.
I can't.
Wait. Repeat those again.
I don't like Golden Boy, I don't like Gintama, and I don't like Bobobo.
Oh, God! For a second, I thought you said One Punch Man in that, and I was about to get upset with you.
No, I love One
I mean, I only 50% like One Punch Man. So, you know, there's that.
What'd you say? I actually didn't hear you.
Oh, I said, I only 50% like One Punch Man. I actually just think the second season is bad.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair. I haven't watched it. Either way, our next list, or next question, not list, is anime I could watch again and again and again. Who hurt Tay? Why he no laugh?
Who hurts you, Tay?
What happened, Tay? Why can't you enjoy a good anime comedy?
You already know the answer to that, Isaac.
That sounds weird. Now I'm scared.
I mean, I do still have the brass knuckles.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. As far well, it's your turn. Zach and on the Wilds want to answer that question. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. It's alright. We almost skipped over Isaac for one anyway, so.
We made James go second to last.
Yeah, man.
Monsters.
He was first to last.
First to last.
So anime I could watch again and again and again. I already talked about My Hero, so I won't talk about it again because I did have it on there earlier. So I'm just gonna talk about, dude. It's FLCL. I could always just watch FLCL. I'm sorry, dude. It's like
we're gonna clarify here. That's season 1.
yeah. I've watched season 2.
I forget that there is a season 2.
Unlike most people, I didn't hate it. I actually thought it was fine. I haven't watched season 3 yet. I need to. But yeah,
season 2 is standard, and that is the last thing Fooly should ever have done.
That's fair. But One Punch Man, FLCL is very, very good. And actually, I'll be able to go into more detail with it very shortly. So Ramen Rider, what about you?
Well, I already talked about mine too, but I'll pick another one. Magical Shopping Arcade Eba no Bashi, or however you say it.
Oh,
Good
hey.
old Magical Shopping Arcade. Eba no Bashi.
Yep.
Nice.
Classic Gainax.
So, if you guys will count it. First let me say this if you guys don't want to count it. If you don't want to count it, I'm going to go with Brotherhood. Brotherhood's great. I've watched it like 3 times. If you guys do count this one, then absolutely this 100% Avatar The Last Airbender. I know it's not technically an anime.
Castlevania thing.
Yeah, no, that's
we're
fine.
gonna go Avatar.
Also, so
Yeah,
we don't
we'll
have to
talk
talk
about
about such a
Castlevania.
shit show.
Avatar is great. I love it so much. It is
Oh,
one
you
of
don't
my
disrespect
favorites.
Avatar like that. You get out of here.
Do a tournament power? Oh, sure. Sure, I could do that. Ultramate Vegeta. I can do that.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah. So,
Gushing about the best
technically-
anime of all time, also
Let's-
not made in Japan.
Let's hear it.
Oh, I was just saying, I love Avatar. I think it's great. I think it is just, like, even the animation's wonderful. The characters are just so fucking awesome. All of them are just so likable or hateable in the right circumstances, depending on who we're talking about. We all know Zula and the Fire Lord. But, like, everyone else, they're all they're full characters. They're full characters. Honest to God.
Okay, I'm
And
going
I
to
feel
stop
like-
you right there, because you did list one thing.
What?
As much as I 100% agree, every character who is a reoccurring character in that series is extremely well refined and well developed. Fire Lord Ozai is anything but that.
No
Fire
problem.
Lord
dude.
Ozai is just an evil guy. That's his whole thing. He's evil.
I will. So, I do agree that the Ozai is probably the worst, but like,
No, he's fine for what he does.
man.
I was saying that he's one of the
everyone else is
characters
so
that you
great
love to
now.
hate.
What's Avatar? You mean
like
the
Azula.
movie with the blue people? No. We mean The Last Airbender. But
No,
not the movie
not
The
that
Last Airbender, but Avatar The Last Airbender. The Korean animated American-made Nickelodeon TV show.
Also, I feel like it tackled some of the big questions. So that was nice. You know, like, I don't know. It was also one of the first shows I had ever watched where the answer at the end of the day was, although it was still punch the other guy real hard. It wasn't just punch the other guy real hard.
Yeah.
It was come up with some bullshit.
That actually
Yeah.
made perfect sense. I'll also stand that Toph is best character. So, anyway, I guess Isaac, Nell
Soccer
Blue,
boys for life.
Sokka's great
Konosuba.
too. Yeah,
Because that's just fucking stupid. I don't have much to say about it. You fucking watch it, man. It's funny. First episode, maybe skip it. It's not that important. Sets the plot, but you're not there for plot either.
You're not there for plot, you're there for plot.
always loved it when the Fire Nation attacks. Hell yeah, dude.
Every episode, whenever the Fire Nation attack.
Oh yeah! I'm rooted for the hero, Billy Zabka.
I love the show. Or no, I love the show until the Fire Nation attacked.
Uh-oh. You didn't like the show very long. That's like the second line.
Dude, I'm really picky when it comes to
All
my
the
TV
countries.
shows.
All the world's countries lived in harmony. Oh, I'm digging this until the Fire Nation attacked. Nah, fuck this show.
Dude, what? Why would they do that? This show's stupid. This show fucking dumb. Just insert that for every sentence. Well, then you got the show. Ooh, that was a bad call. So then I
Yeah,
guess...
no, Konosuba's movie had me audibly laughing within, like, I don't know, 3 minutes. Like, before the title card dropped. So that's pretty great. I don't audibly laugh much when I'm watching shows. I just kind of sit there and, like, occasionally, like, sneer at the TV. This pleases me.
God, I love playing Broly. Well then, the next question is anime that made me fall in love with anime. So this one, it probably wasn't your first anime, but this was the one
load too early.
that you watched it, and
Sorry.
then it made you just fall in love with anime. Made you keep watching so easily to the Guile theme.
Name dropping Tenchi Muyo. Yeah, made me fall in love with anime.
there's
Didn't know this
something
question was
earlier
coming
than
up.
that.
So, I mean, I gotta say it again. It was FLCL.
Didn't you answer them on?
This one I answered already, man. Because the first anime I've ever watched actually was Tenchi Muyo. But the one that got me into anime was FLCL. I was a big Yu-Gi-Oh nerd for a time, and I had a thing where when I got into a hobby, I got too into a hobby. So I went to my cousin, was like, I want to do something else, like, because I was getting kind of tired of playing card games.
Sounds like a drug.
So he just kind of was like, "Hey, dude, have you heard of anime or whatever?" And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" So watched Adult Swim one night, and the first show that came on was FLCL, and then I fell in love with anime, and it was specifically the second episode, Firestarter.
So, I'm gonna have to say, technically my first animes were obviously Dragon Ball Z, Escaflowne, and Cardcaptor Sakura, which I unfortunately don't remember most of Escaflowne or Cardcaptors. So I want to rewatch them. I do know I loved them as a kid. I just don't remember a lot of it. I spent a long time not watching anime outside of, like, you know, fucking Toonami shit, which was just like early Toonami, so Naruto and fucking Dragon Ball Z, which I don't count. But Adult Swim is when I counted, and when I really got into anime, basically when I started watching dubbed and sought it out. And as much as I hate to admit it, it was Bleach, man. Early Bleach is what got me into anime, like the way that I am now.
Early Bleach is dope.
Yeah, man.
Press F to respect.
Here, I did it. It's in chat.
That's part of the reason why I'm so excited that Bleach is coming back, man. That's the one that got me.
I appreciate the F in the chat.
You know, at a certain point, you know. Yeah.
So
I feel like that's less of a they went too early and more of a
did the air
you know,
grab? I should've went to the ground one.
I'm gonna go next since you guys skipped me.
Hell yeah.
But the actual anime that got me into anime was before the hell was that? Oh yes, thank you, Isaac. So before they started playing, I was gonna show my age, Sailor Moon on channel 25 USA.
Oh, get out of here! You're like that fucking old.
Yes, I am. My brother came home with a
You're barely
VHS
older than me. I want to hear it.
with 3 different anime on it. The first one was a movie called Robot Carnival. The second one was Vampire Hunter D, and the third one was Akira.
They started you off with some culture.
Yep.
Also, probably psychological scarring. How old you must have been at the time.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell was going on at the time, but
Bro, Fist of the North Star was pretty intense when I was like 14. Fucking seeing people
Vampire
fucking
Hunter D is just
explode.
fucking nuts.
That shit is silly. After
Oh,
by
as
the
an
way,
adult, yeah, it's silly. And like
After-
a little teeny tot, not so much.
yeah, I mean I was probably God, how old would I have been? I wasn't in high school yet. I was in my third year middle school. I was fifth going. God, I would have been going into 6th grade. Because after I watched
That's not
FLC
the third year of middle school.
Yeah, the second.
Oh yeah, you're playing all that shit.
But yeah, after I watched FLCL, man, we just watched what we could get a hold of, and my dad had a bunch of old tapes, so the only one he wouldn't let us watch was Ninja Scroll and Wicked City. Which there's reasons. There's a few reasons for those ones. So
everyone watching those is another.
Everyone in this chat that's not up is so confused.
why are you guys putting ads in our fucking group chat out of nowhere? That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pay respect.
Yeah, pay respect. Oh yeah, man, I always gotta pay my respects.
Wait, is it Ninja Scroll is like actually like
No, it's not actually
It's not
pornography.
actual porn, but it is mature.
Yeah,
It does have
in
a sex scene in it, but
yeah,
other
it's
stuff.
it's pretty intense. Let's say that.
Wicked City has a vagina lady monster in it, and
Oh, Devil
guy-
Man has it too. You're not special.
Well, does Devilman have a guy, like an old guy sucking on this lady's tit, and like a demon goes in him?
No, it has a young guy sucking on said lady's tit, and then the titty.
Damn it, I fucked that up.
Oh, okay. Remind me.
That would be wow.
There's also a
In
live
fact,
action.
I was watching Devilman with a group of friends over at our good old friend Mikey's place, and his brother walked in, and you could just see the disappointment in his eyes.
you talking about Nick?
Yeah, Nick walked in, just you could see what joy there was in his life just fade.
So that leaves you, Isaac. Wait, Tay,
Oh,
did
does
you
it
say
leave
yours?
me?
Yeah, you
What?
said yours. Yeah. Isaac, yeah.
Wait, Tate, did you say yours? Oh yeah, Bleach.
Yeah, it was Bleach. S in the
so-
chat.
Yeah, NCFs. Mine is 2 actually. I only put 1 when I posted this on Facebook, but I actually had 2, and I don't remember which one came first because I was fucking 9.
Why? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was like 9 or 10. Like, I was a young boy. And they were Tenchi Muyo and Gundam Wing.
Oh yeah,
So
I was forgetting about
primo
Gundam Wing.
old school shit. And I still love Tenchi Muyo, despite all its clunkiness, like some interesting choices in dubbing. I don't know what's going on with Tenchi's voice. I think he's got a disease.
We're going into
Ryoko and Ayaka both got pretty good voices, though.
Yeah, the lady who did Ryoko's voice was actually a radio. What do you call it? Used to be a radio voice actress.
Ryoko actually, to this day, is generally held in pretty high regard for her dub actress. Although there's some clunky deliveries, but that's much more due to what are lip flaps and direction. Because, you know, it was the late 90s and no one knew what the fuck they were doing with dubbing anime. And yeah, Gundam Wings, you know, Edge Boys. Pretty boys with problems.
the show.
The show.
And
Oh, and there's
But
robots.
Dope
too.
ass robots.
we had that one general guy who was also the voice of Nappa. shot in the head and they throw him out the airplane.
Yeah, I was watching that when I rewatched it a few years ago with Spaceman. I was like, is that Nappa? And like all of a sudden I'm like, well, I know where the bridge got the voice from. I can definitely see the connection now. But yeah, no, those two, pretty fun shows. Tenchi's kind of like one of those like experimental, it's all over the place kind of shows, and it shows as it, over time gets really weird. But it's a game for you. And Gunwing is pretty good, but kind of stupid at the same time. At least in English. I can't say for the Japanese. It might be less silly in Japanese.
Yeah, it's a lot less censored in Japanese. They don't go, "I'll destroy you." They actually say like, "I'll kill you," and shit like that.
But that is less the problem. And more just like the dialogue exchanges. I'm like, I feel like
fucking murder you, bitch. That's actual Japanese.
Pretty much.
Remember the
good old
days of,
fan
like,
subs.
online fan subs? Yeah.
Oh boy, I sure do. Fuck you, Sasuke.
I love you. Fucking love you.
You are my Nakama.
You talking about Pro ZD right now?
Yeah. But like that shit was all over the place. My cousin actually still has an old Evangelion tape, and it just has fan subs on it, and it's beautiful.
Oh, I gotta watch it sometime.
Dude, that's gotta be our dump.
Just on a fucking old tape that no one will have. Yeah, everyone's really looking for someone's opinion on an old VHS copy of Neon Genesis Evangelion in Japanese.
No one's looking for our opinion on anything.
Hey,
for another, I know
Ultra
from
Mate
my
Vegeta is here,
I know for a fact.
and Ramen
When I
Rider.
go looking for videos to watch on the internet, I'm always down to watch videos talking about some shit I will never see in my life.
And it's fair.
I do have Ghost
I watched
Rider
quite a
if you
few
guys wanna
videos
watch
talking
that.
about the room
Got
despite
what?
never having watched that movie nor any intention to watch it.
Ghost Stories.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I found that shit when On Demand was like a brand new thing and like Anime Network had a couple of things on there.
That's actually how I found out about Loki Ragnarok too. Oh god,
think
that's how I found out
probably
about
watched
D.
an episode.
That's how I found out about D and Angel. That's some horseshit
Oh
right
my
there.
god, D and Angel!
That shit is
I don't
fucking
think
god
that's probably a
awful.
good show in hindsight. I like that picture, James.
I'm
It
glad
came
I-
into work one time, and I almost bought it, but it was autographed by the voice actors.
Okay.
But it was made out to Taylor.
All the more reason you should have gotten it and just scratched out the Lee part and just like
I don't know why it made me think of that.
no, just leave it as Tay and then make it seem like they gave you a little pet name because you guys were so cool. See, they wrote Tay because we were hanging out and stuff.
I would actually really love to rewatch D and Angel. I loved it like growing up.
Oh god,
That was my
watch it.
transition anime
DNA
too.
when DNA 2 is a thing.
I have that actually. If you guys want to
What
watch
is DNA 2?
What, DNA 2 or
About-
DNA Angel?
It's literally about a time traveler that comes back to the future to stop some guy literally fucking 1,000,000 women and causing an overpopulation problem.
it? But it turns out to be himself.
Yeah, I think so. So the next one on our list
It
of
was
questions
him all along.
is an anime that changed my life. This was a really weird one and hard to come up with.
Yeah, I have never actually had an epiphany coming out of anime.
I just kind of went with like Dragon Ball Z because at least that one, as a kid, like it was the first thing that my dad and I kind of connected on when I was really little. So it just gave us something to have in common. And that hasn't changed. My dad became is still a big anime fan, and we still talk about Dragon Ball. Hell, we watched the Broly movie like yesterday. Hell, we were just sitting down watching Super or GT episodes because he was trying to finish it because he hasn't watched it. So that was the only thing I could really think of. But anime as a whole, like, I don't know, never really impacted me as a person, besides, I guess, that being an example. What about you, James?
I mean, I watched... I don't know, I'm kind of in the same boat. Maybe Bamboo Blade, because that kind of wanted me to, like, I almost kind of wanted to get in shape and do kendo for a little bit after I watched that, but I never really did, so...
So it made you think about it, at least.
That show also made me want to do kendo, and then I realized... Maybe I'm... And then I didn't do it. Sorry. I mean, I legitimately did go, man, I want I was in Japan at the time. I might have been able to try it.
What about you, Tay? Did you have a life-changing anime experience?
Every time I watch anime, I cry.
I mean, I've cried many times in anime, actually, but that wasn't life-changing for me.
We've talked about why I watched High School DxD.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not gonna stop just because there's logic and reason.
Wait, you watched High School DxD?
That's a long story.
What's wrong with that shit?
Why did you watch High School DxD?
Long story short, yeah.
Yeah, that would be preferable.
No. There was a girl I was interested in. Yeah, and one of her favorite shows at the time was High School DxD. She was like, "Oh, you should watch it. I really like it." So I wanted something to talk to her about. So I watched the fucking show.
Oh, okay.
And he made the mistake of telling me.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So you know what? You know what I'm gonna say to you, Tay? Good on you. Because you know what? I did the same thing. Not with High School DxD though. But
I got standards.
I got standards, but
I get it.
to talk to my current fiance, initially just started saying and checking out Fruits Basket. I would later realize I don't like Fruits Basket.
It's a wonderful show.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty good. But I read it, so we had something to talk about, and then yeah. That's pretty much it.
That's mine. That's the one I pick. Fruits Basket changed my life.
Yeah. So you don't have to talk about High School DxD.
Well, no, because genuinely, Fruits Basket was the first non-shonen I had ever watched before. I genuinely enjoyed it, and it opened my life into a world of like watching non-shonen anime. It really did change the whole anime landscape for me. Granted, I watched it on accident. But it was. Did I ever tell you the story of how I watched Fruits Basket the first time?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
So now I love it. I've been watching the new series through with a friend of mine. But the first time I watched Fruits Basket was because I used to really be into AMVs as a kid. And someone made a Fruits Basket AMV. And it was all the footage of it was from, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show, but all the footage was from the last episode when the guy is this cat monster. And the song was "Cleaning Out My Closet" by Eminem. And
The 2000s were a different.
Wow, that really sold that show for you. I see.
Yeah, it really did.
We've all watched bad AMVs. And
I
enjoyed
know.
them.
Breaking the Habit.
I remember I personally had a strong fondness for a
Oh.
Cowboy Bebop AMV that went to "In the End" by Linkin Park.
There was a in the end
And I went
AMV for
about
every
years later, I was like,
anime.
oh, this actually isn't good.
Bro, Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park AMV for the fight with Kido Maru and Neji is actually what made me fall in love with Neji as a character. After that, I ended up really starting to like him.
We all have a cringy AMV story.
That's right.
But yeah, so point is, it shows this guy turning into a cab monster, all this crazy shit happening. That happens in the last episode of the original show for like 10 minutes, man.
Oh yeah,
And I watched the entire show like, oh man, when's this gonna become an action show? Did.
What do you mean? They do kung fu.
But loosely, but I liked it still, and I enjoyed it a lot, and it made me fall in love with anime in a different way than I had before. I love it now, and it's something I really enjoy watching with a friend of mine, and it's something that we share, so it's nice. Fruits Basket, I will say, is the one that impacted my life in a big way.
See, I was gonna say Gurren Lagann because it almost made me lose all my friends, but
How's that? What?
because I wouldn't shut the fuck up about it because I was 17.
Yeah, that's true.
And there were a lot of people who just, not my brother included, who refused to watch the show. Chris only watched Gurren Lagann like last year. I put him off that bad.
Yeah, there was a running thing in our friend group that you shouldn't check out something Isaac likes because then you'll have to hear about it forever.
For one, that hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry,
For
dude.
another, that's actually,
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's a fact.
I mean, you're not wrong. But it still hurts my feelings.
It's also not just you. There's one other person in the friend group who I don't have to name.
No, that's fair.
Does it be?
No, it's not you, Tay.
No, if you like something, you'll just keep playing it in the background and ignore conversations.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You do? I would think you'd be the one who didn't, since I don't think you really know him that well.
Oh, so it's like him. That narrows it down. Well,
I mean, it's like super obvious if you know this person.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but no, I'm actually gonna go
And
back
with
to
an R.
What'd you say?
Now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Isaac.
Because Fruits Basket did change my life. It
Oh.
made me realize that I was comfortable with myself, and my decisions, and I didn't need to do macho shit, and watch macho shit, and live macho shit, to enjoy who I am. And I realized this because I was in the back room of my house, say about 4 years ago, watching Fruits Basket, in the dark, in the middle of the night, in my jammies, eating
Eating
a
ice
ton
cream?
of Ben and Jerry's,
Yep.
just full on.
Dude, breaking
Whole
down that
goddamn
toxic
thing.
masculinity, man. That's what you gotta do.
And like I took a step back and like appreciated the moment. Like I actually did stop and realize like I had an epiphany and looked down and was like, yeah, I just kept going.
I took a step back and appreciated the moment. Then I went outside and threw a football.
Then I realized how dumb I was. I should be cool. I should lift some fucking weights.
No, I fucking love that show though. See,
Yeah.
my dad likes the girliest fucking anime. It is kind of funny. Because,
Yeah.
you know, it's my dad.
My dad
He
said he
likes
was
the-
really surprised he liked card captors.
My dad
That's another one I need to rewatch.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
dad-
You'd probably really like card captors. It's very good.
has, to my knowledge, every issue of Love Hina and Ai Yorioshi on his shelf. In fairness, Love Hina manga's better than the anime.
But yeah, that's all. Like, I mean, okay, sure,
I
whatever.
can't say for quality because, you know, I haven't read them since I was like 12. But yeah, my dad got me in. My dad shows. I either stole some of his shows to watch, or he actually just flat out let me watch things. I absolutely was not old enough to watch. I can genuinely say I have nostalgia for Golden Boy, which is not something I should be able to say.
No, it's not.
Because I watched that at, I believe, the tender young age of 12.
That actually explains a lot.
That's mean. Alright, well, we should get to the next question because we still have a handful left. Anime that surprised me. So this is just very simple, just another pretty simple one. Of just how I took it was just a show you didn't expect to like, and then ended up either liking or just really loving. Most of mine are actually like isekais or isekai lights, I guess. That's the way I could put it. Because unlike our two resident isekai lovers, apparently, I'm not a big fan.
Oh, I actually hate most isekai, but that's because most of it is actually just bad.
So first
I
of
hated
all,
the genre for the longest time.
the first I actually have three, which I'll just kind of skim through them. One is not actually an isekai; it's Recovery of an MMO Junkie. I did not expect to like that show at all. It's really good. It's only 11 episodes. It only needed to be 10 to be fair, but because it's like one filler OVA episode essentially. But it's a really sweet, just very simple kind of modern love story, and I get it. Just based around MMORPGs. Very simple. I liked it a lot. Next, you got Sword Art Online. It was a show I actually expected to hate, but I was told it looked really cool. I was shown some of the big animated parts, and I was like, yeah, it looks cool. Good old Adam kept telling me how great it was, and Isaac was telling me how fucking shit it was. So, or how overrated it was, I think was more specifically what he kept saying.
No, I probably said it was shit. I really hated that show for years.
Yeah, so I decided to check it out, and I was like, dude, man, go fuck yourself. I fell in love with that show for a time.
I like the disclaimer.
Well, I have a lot more gripes than I did back then, but I'll still say that I do really like the show still, despite my issues. I also still really love the relationship between Asuna and Kirito, which is probably the reason I kind of fell in love with it. I just really liked them. Even if Kirito's kind of simple, like overly simple, and Asuna is I don't know. I didn't think she was too overly simple, I guess. Regardless.
Actually, my big problem with them was the relationship. I don't have a... Well, I do have a problem with Kirito and the fact that I don't have any feelings for Kirito. But Asuna I thought was fine.
Yeah, I mean, I get that you feel like it was kind of forced they to come together, but either way, it's kind of what I fell in love with the show for. And finally, a show... Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I did not think I would like that show at all. I thought it was just some dumb, like, weird RPG show, and I didn't even check it out until the second season had already finished, or had already, like, about to start coming out, and I was like, well, I guess now is as good a time as any to just finally check it out, since the new season's about to start. And yeah, no, I fucking loved that show. That became, like, one of my favorites. I really dig it. In terms of non-shonen, it's probably up there as one of my all-time favorites. What about you, Ramen Rider?
I'm gonna have to think about this one. Somebody else can go, then I'll come back with my answer.
What about you, Melody Yellow?
I probably have to say, I actually have 3 picks. I'm gonna say Shield Hero.
Pedophile.
Gamers.
Jesus Christ. I did like what.
Wait. Anyways, okay. So Shield Hero, Gamers, and fucking what was it? God damn it! I can't think of the other one now. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I did not think I was gonna like that, and I did.
Was that actually good?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not like profound in any way, but it's not bad either.
Well then I guess we'll go back to Isaac.
Mine is Isekai Quartet, because that looks like a dumb, cheap cash grab, and it absolutely should. I'm sure it actually is a dumb, cheap cash grab, with like minimal effort put in. But my god, is that show fucking funny. Like, that show should not be as funny as it is. But it is, and it got me to watch every show in that show.
To varying
just so I
degrees
could now understand it better.
Entertainment.
Oh, I also didn't think I was gonna like Mob Psycho.
It's really fucking
Well,
good.
we don't expect taste from you.
So James, you got one.
Yeah, so mine's gonna be Requiem. Requiem from the Darkness. I picked that up at like Disc Replay, and the anime, like the animation style, kind of threw me off for a bit, and I didn't think I'd get into it, but I did. It's based on traditional Japanese horror stories. Spooky stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so I can't really have an input.
Same. But, as always, we're just glad you like it. Unless we aren't glad you like it, and then we'll rip on you for it. But you should still like it, because, you know, everyone has opinions.
I like it, because it's actually based off of...
You should never feel sorry for liking something you like. You should just feel ashamed of yourself. And accept the fact that we're going to verbally lash. But we can't hear because we don't watch it.
It's based off of Japanese like horse stories and mythologies that this guy went around and researched and wrote. And then after he published his book, he mysteriously died.
Kinky.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Well, our next question is guilty pleasure. This, of course, is the one that Portly already answered earlier as well. Literally saying, it's my guilty pleasure. It was my guilty pleasure show.
Portly's response, I don't feel guilty about liking that show at all. It is only a pleasure.
It is. I mean, Kami-sama Kiss is like a girly romance comedy, but I got no shame in that. It's funny as hell.
I haven't watched
28 years old to watch anime. Finding a guilty pleasure is actually difficult.
I haven't watched it since I was
ridiculous. Mine was very easy.
I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but Please Teacher, I actually liked.
Oh God.
And besides that, I'd probably say Ouran High School Host Club. I know it's super girly.
I don't like these fan servicey comedies like Golden Boy or what was the other one that got brought up?
Kevin's Lost Property?
The other one he said he didn't like was Gintama, which I'll say is not a fan service comedy.
No, there was 3.
And Bobobo, which is
also
not a fan service comedy.
Oh, okay. I'll also say, Tay, don't feel bad about that. Dude, that shit is great. Fucking Ouran High School Host Club is fantastic.
Oh, you said Ouran? Fuck you. That's not a guilty pleasure. That's just pleasure.
Yeah, don't feel bad about that. That shit is fantastic, man.
So good.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry.
You know who likes that show? You know who likes that show? Andy likes that show.
That's actually
He's the last person I thought would like that show, but Andy likes that show. Andy sometimes likes weird shit. He liked Zombieland Saga.
Oh, yeah, of course he did, because Zombieland Saga is fantastic. I keep telling you this, Isaac.
Andy does not come off as someone who would enjoy girly shows, and somehow he still surprises me. Or maybe he just has an eye for quality. Well, but anyway, yeah, T-Tron, you're a fucking asshole for saying it's a guilty pleasure.
I know my guilty pleasure is Dragon Ball GT. Wow, it's even rewatching most of it like just today alone was difficult because man, that show is fucking terrible. But goddamn, I still love it.
It's weird.
What about you, Isaac?
Oh, I couldn't come up with a good one. So I picked one that I have not watched in years, so I can't say I even still like it. And that's Future Diaries. Or if you're a fucking weeb, Mirai Nikki.
You're right, I haven't heard that title.
Be surprised how often it goes by that title as opposed to its English one.
Yeah.
and that show is beyond edgy. So I don't know if I could even stomach watching it again today. If I like, as I've grown older, yeah, I feel like a lot of us have gone through this. Girly shows and edginess kind of traded places where I used to like, oh, love these edgy shows. They're so cool. I feel so cool. Like I'm such a cool adult for watching these edgy shows. And I can't watch that girly shit. That's for girls and not manly men. As I got older and stopped actually fucking giving a shit, those two swap places because those edgy shows turned out to be mostly terrible.
Oh
and
yeah,
those girly
man.
shows were sometimes fantastic.
I
girly
definitely
shows
had
have just
my-
as much chance of being terrible.
I
But
definitely had
I'll
my
fuck-
Soul Taker phase. I get it.
I'll fucking watch Angelic Layer. I'll watch Chobits. I'll watch Fruits
Oh, I
Basket.
love
don't give a
Angelic Layer.
fuck. That show is goddamn amazing. I haven't watched it
Love
in
that
years.
show. I literally
Fruits
cried when I
Basket.
finally saw that.
I've literally
She finally
cried
saw
at
her
every
mom.
episode of Fruits Basket for the first season. Literally every single episode. I think except for maybe one I cried.
Okay, I think you should feel a little bit ashamed.
that one's a little extreme, but that's
Not
fair
a
enough.
ton, but you should feel a little bit.
Alright. James, did you give one? I didn't.
I don't have a guilty pleasure. I love all anime. I don't care if it's dirty or girly or
He also
anything like
listed off
that.
his guilty pleasures earlier and specified they were guilty pleasures, so we kind of...
So we pretty much handled this one already. Gotcha.
I won't let you fucking walk out of this out of his week, James.
Alright, you got me. It's Bikini Warrior Village or whatever it's called. And they do own it, so.
Nah, it's a panty and stocking garter belt.
Oh, that show's great.
That is a good show.
You should feel guilty if you like the sub, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is another show that is absolutely terrible in Japanese, but fantastic in English. I know, because when it first came out, and granted, I was still only like 21 when it came out, maybe only 20. So I still liked plenty of trash. I mean, plenty of like
Trash,
actual
trash.
trash. Not, yeah. And I hated that show when it first came out. I thought it was unforgivably bad, and I looked down on people who liked it. And then the English dub came out a few years later, and I was like, how did they turn it into this gem? this unparalleled monstrosity.
I don't know, man.
Oh. But what is our next category, Mr. Zachariah?
After that, of course, is anime I should have seen by now.
Ooh.
Of course, a show you actively know you would love, but just haven't watched it yet for one reason or another.
Mr. Zach, I believe you should take this one first.
Okay.
As you've taken all the other ones first.
Sounds good. So mine is very simple. It's Haikyuu. I have read a lot of it, but I've watched not a single episode. And I goddamn love that series. So why haven't I watched it yet? I can't answer that because I have no idea. No, because that doesn't make any sense. What's up?
Oliver just needs to yell at you about it.
I know. I just need to watch the fucking show.
He
It
needs
literally
to yell
has
at you about
my
it.
favorite cast of an anime ever made. I can say that without a shadow of a doubt, because watching it, I instantly fell in love with every member of the initial team. All of them are spectacular. Nishinoya is best boy. That show is incredible.
Yeah,
Its
he's over
cast
there
and
studying
character
for a
writing
test.
is so spectacular. I often forget I'm watching a show about volleyball because I don't give a fuck about volleyball. But then I'm like, oh my god, he just blocked that shot from the despite its horribly awful angle, but still was able to make it despite everything using nothing but burning spirit. I love that shit. It's what I live for. It is one of my favorite. It's easily my favorite sports anime ever, and I still haven't watched it.
Is that him?
Yeah, Nishinoya. I even have a figurine right over there.
Okay. I
Yep,
thought
the
you
only
were
one I have from
studying for a
Haikyuu.
test. He's intense.
Yeah, because he's kind of a dumbass, so he has to study very heavily for tests. So, what about you? The formerly portly gamer.
Mine would have to be Death Parade.
Oh, yeah, that actually looks dope.
I have not seen that yet, but from all the previews and stuff that I've seen, it's something that's got my interest very peaked. I just haven't picked it up yet.
Oh, I know.
I've not seen it either, but I can't say I'm necessarily interested. I do hear it's good though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mr. The
I
Shawn.
haven't seen. I just thought about that. I was like, I haven't seen all of that yet, dude. But, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with My Hero Academia. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, you son of a bitch.
I need to finish Log Horizon because the cat in Log Horizon is a fucking gift to anime itself. He's a black cat, and one of his first lines comes in. He's like, "What's up, baby?" And I'm like, "Oh, this guy, I love him." But
that sounds like your kind of anime character.
Yeah, straight up, bro. But besides that, two anime that I really do need to watch that I haven't yet. I don't know why. Food Wars. I love food and I love wars. Why have I not watched it?
Oh man,
Pornography.
Yeah, there's a lot of fan service in that show. He's not joking. It is pretty close.
And ReZero. I love Isekai. There's no reason I haven't watched ReZero yet.
You haven't watched the most popular one so far.
Is it the most popular? It's
Oh.
definitely one of them.
Oh man, ReZero is so fucking popular. I mean, the reason it's popular is because of Rem, but like, it is still insanely popular.
I need to watch ReZero. Like, I really need to watch ReZero.
Finally a protagonist where, yes, the average anime viewer can project properly onto them. Because, Subaru is straight trash for a while.
Just don't forget, Tay, don't buy a body pillow after.
I will never buy a body pillow.
You say that now, but you haven't watched ReZero yet.
I'll be right back.
Rem's
Okay. Anyway.
I mean, all the female characters are fine. They're better than the painful harem I expected to get after kind of how... Like, Isekai Core does kind of do them dirty, because it just feels like they're the generic harem. And although they kind of follow
like
that
totally
archetype,
are, bro.
they're at least more interesting than just that. But yes. My answer is none. I have no life, and I am degenerate trash. I have watched everything I want to watch. I now struggle to find entertainment in my life.
Then what about like just something animated then? Gotta be something like that.
Oh, maybe the last season of BoJack.
I haven't watched it yet. It's real good.
Oh yeah, but that's not like a do or don't want to watch a thing. It's like, do I have the literal fucking will?
That's how I feel about Steven Universe right now. That's why I haven't finished it.
I haven't finished it, but like
The will to have it finally be completely over.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem with Steven Universe. But like with BoJack, that show was fucking hard to watch.
It has a wonderful ending. I love it.
It is so fucking hard to watch. It is fucking rough.
Are we on anime we wish we never watched?
I was saying there are no anime that I have not watched that I want to watch. But they were trying to stretch it out, and I'm like, there are like a couple of things that I should finish. But no, I am the god of nerds, except like not. Because like
You should watch Peacekeepers then. Peacemakers.
no.
Well, our next question is great anime to see. I didn't know what it meant by that. I took it as a show that you wanted to show people, like a show that you could get other people to, you think people would just enjoy. That's the only way I could think it meant. So I went with Mob Psycho 100.
Oh, that's a good pick.
For me, it's just such a visibly character in it. Like, it's just great character writing and a fun, cute comedy with some solid action and just spectacular animation, that it's easy to just instantly fall in love with the show to the point where I think anybody could just enjoy Mob Psycho 100. Also, it's such a simple plot that it's not like no one would be confused or like overthink the show. It's just a simple psychic kid who's being taken advantage of by a guy who says he's a psychic to take out ghosts. And that's the whole show. Everything else is character. Which is why that show is so fun.
Also fighting evil psychics.
Yeah, but that's more into later stuff. In this, like, 2-season show so far.
I mean, that's like a big prominent thing in the first season. But yeah, sure. Mr. Ramen Rider.
Mine's gonna be a two-parter.
Okay.
The first part, which I think is if you're looking to like watch anime but just kind of turn off your brain, would be Excel Saga.
Oh, I love that show.
Because it's just so randomly stupid shit.
Yeah, dude.
You just gobble it up. But
That is the opposite of something you should do. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch it. I'm saying that is not a show you should watch large amounts of in one day.
I disagree, but alright. And the other one would have to be Kanabari of the Iron Fortress, because the guy who drew the characters, like, were just beautiful to look at.
Man, that's right. That's actually another show that was on my list of shows I need to watch. About you, Mr. D. Yellow?
Oh, that's easy, man. It's gonna be two. It's gonna be me bringing back one from earlier in the conversation.
High School
Castlevania.
Oh man, Castlevania is just the good shit, dude.
Yeah, Castlevania and One Punch Man are the two animes I would show anyone. Those are fucking both wonderful in their own way. Very different ways, but definitely their own way.
Absolutely, man.
Wait, what were the two again?
Castlevania and One Punch Man.
Okay, One Punch Man. I didn't catch that one.
It is one of my favorite characters in anime, which, for anyone who knows me, they should know who it is. It's great. It's wonderful.
The Asian guy who works out so hard he turns black.
No.
For whatever reason, I started giggling because that was the first character I thought of too.
I did not even know that was a thing for him until very recently. It does make me like him more, but no. No, it's Puri Puri Prisoner, 100%.
Oh, he's great. Really, you're not a Lightning Max fan?
No, dude, Prisoner is totally my MO.
Okay,
Yeah,
for one, every fucking person here knows. Everyone should know, and in their heart, I think they all know. It's Moomin Rider.
God, he's so perfect. Cool. No, he's the best. That's the actual correct answer.
What were we talking about the other day when we were like a good
Fuck
show
you,
or something along those lines?
Moomin Rider is
anything. I like Moomin Rider.
Okay.
I just give you shit about it.
Yeah, you do, but he's the best.
I mean, he does save a lot of people at the end, so that does make him a good guy.
Yeah, I mean,
he was always a good guy.
Like, that's the thing.
Man, you gotta
he's
say
the
Tama
goodest
in
guy.
here doing shit for fun, but he just happens to be a godlike being and has zero issue taking care of everything. Yeah, how many motherfucking lives he would have saved if he just took shit seriously?
I mean, probably just as many, to be honest, but yeah.
I don't know. Fucking Night Dude might have an arm if he just kind of blew the whole spaceship up to begin with, which he very obviously could have.
Well, we didn't know what was on there.
Yeah, but they were kind of murdering people, so it was a pretty good bet to punch him would be a good idea. But
Good punch man did punch it. That's how he got in the ship.
it was not hard enough to blow it away, which, considering he literally left a wake through the atmosphere with one of his punches, you know, I'm pretty sure you could have dealt with it, you know, little problem.
That's probably true.
He literally jumped back from the moon in like a few seconds. A trip that takes, if I remember correctly, a few days for a space shuttle to make, going like 15,000 miles an hour or some shit.
It takes light 4 days.
It's from the sun.
4 hours, sorry.
I don't know how true that is, but I believe it.
Wait, it takes like 4 days to reach us from the sun? That can't be right.
No, from the moon. From the sun, it's like 4 days. Yeah, 4 days from the sun. Yeah.
Wait, so if the sun went out, we wouldn't see it for 4 days?
Yeah, the light would still be here for...
Here, let me double check that.
It's
It might
something
be
like
less.
that. I think you're right about the 4 days, because I know the moon, it's like 4 hours. Something like that. Either way, time works very strangely in space, I'll tell you that. Especially how you perceive time in space. This is even weirder.
No, we're both way the fuck off.
Okay.
We're both fucking stupid. I'm glad we looked this up. We're goddamn idiots. It takes 8 minutes to reach the sun to keep.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds way more correct.
What about the moon, though?
I assume a fraction of that. On account of, which I learned this recently. This could be wrong, but apparently there is enough space between the Earth and the Moon to fit every other planet in the solar system.
That can't be right. That's not correct.
Between the sun and the
is a
moon?
lot further away than people think. No, between Earth and the Moon.
Oh yeah, it's very far.
Yeah, but you
Now
couldn't
specifically,
fit
he
every
said
other planet.
to fit the planets, not saying that like the planets are closer or anything like that. Either way, not important. What is important is the anime you wish you never watched.
God, I can tell you that right now.
Get backers.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to say. It's not a good show.
I have a bit more detail. What about you, James?
Tenjo, that's pretty trash too.
So one of my friends was a huge Peacemakers fan. Kept going on and on about how I need to watch it. So I found it at like
Samurai anime?
yeah, but if you watch it, you realize it's a pedophile show. Because the main character is a little kid, and he's surrounded by all these older guys who think that he is cute and attractive.
Weird.
So by episode 3, I was done. I was like, no. And the one lady you think is a lady is actually a dude who's a ninja who dresses up like a woman. But other than that, it's an all-guy cast with a little kid that they don't want to dry hump.
So that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Probably High School DxD.
I thought we established it's your favorite show.
Anyways, I mean, there's probably other ones that like I just never finished or lost interest in, but like out of all the ones that like I kind of wish I hadn't watched was High School DxD. I didn't hate the show. There were cool parts of it, honestly. If I'm being real, there were some parts that I thought were cool. And honestly, once you strip away the oversaturatedness of like the fucking fan service, it really is just, yeah, it really is just classic shonen. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of that show that I wish I hadn't watched because I could have watched something else or done something else. But yeah, actually, I take that back. Darling in the Franxx, because I actually enjoyed that show until the end, and I'm kind of shitty that it wasted so much of my time.
It's fair.
That still has a banger opening though. But yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good opening.
I mean the song specifically. I mean the LP isn't bad, but like I specifically mean the song.
Yeah. Nah, dude, it's all about that Beastars song. Gotta get on that furry shit.
I'll watch it eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
What
Gotta
about
muster
you?
up the strength to leave all your dignity behind.
I have issues with that show.
You don't want to see bun tits?
Apparently
No, that's
not.
a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. No, it makes me want to watch it less.
Now he's upset. Now he doesn't want to watch it anymore. What about
Now
you,
I'm
Rob?
going
What
to
are you-
impress it. I'm
what
gonna
are
turn it
you
on and then
fucking-
leave the room. That's how much I want. No, I don't want to watch it now. You turn on.
A show that I don't want to watch, or a show that...
You wish you
You
did.
wish you never had.
Yeah, I just told you guys it was that Peacemakers.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
did hear.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
did go into detail. I don't know why you pressed it about it.
Clearly, you forgot
You
about
want to
Team
know
fucking
more
Isaac.
about
You
it.
literally asked him again.
I was literally actually reading, can you fit every planet between the Earth and the Moon? I was actually reading if that was true. And the answer is, they only even reach halfway.
Damn.
I said, Jesus Christ, I was like, there's no way that's right.
Huh? No,
Oh,
no,
I thought you were-
misunderstand. No, you misunderstand, Tayshaun. If you stack every planet from the surface to surface in a line going from here to the moon, they only reach halfway to the moon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Anyway, mine is, by the way, it's Shaman King.
What?
Yep, it's Shaman King. Very simple, because my god, it should be good, because it was.
But it should in every latter half.
Yeah, literally, once we get into the full tournament arc, like, when we get hints of it and we start seeing shaman battles and fights with ghosts and shit, that stuff was spectacular. Yo is great, I love the whole cast. The minute they leave via plane and are dropped into a city for this big shaman tournament, everything else is awful. It's
Is this
just
the anime or the manga? Because they both
Both.
turn bad.
because I've observed both and they're just as terrible.
I don't know, at least in the manga they're not riding giant fucking ghosts. That shit was stupid.
I think they do that at one point, but not as long. Either way, like, the manga had an ending, it was bad. The anime had an ending, it was bad. The manga's ending was so bad that fans complained, so they decided to give him another ending. That ending was also bad. It had 3 chances, it failed all of them. The endings are all terrible. The last one is probably the best one, but it's still like whatever. As a whole, that is
Wait, did I
why.
ever say what anime I would want other people to see? I don't think I
Oh,
got the same one.
what is
I think
it?
I got
assumed it was Golden Boy.
well, one. Yeah. No.
what is it?
That's I want to be there to show people Golden Boy. No, it was Psychopaths, the first season. Which was
Oh.
great. Like, I feel like that is actually also very underrated. Criminals.
Fair.
It's fucking good, man. Good old sci. I don't even like sci-fi. I like that shit though. As a obviously.
So now we're ready. It's the end game, guys. We're on the final question to end our little fun talk. And this one is anime you wish had more seasons. So this, of course, is just a show that you loved so much, but feel like it was cut unreasonably short.
Oh, it has to be stuff that's already cut. It can't be stuff that I just want more seasons of.
Like, well, what do you mean?
Like Overlord or Shield Hero. They're still airing, but I
Yeah,
want more seasons.
no, I wouldn't count those because I'm saying something that, like, we're definitely getting more of. Like, we're gonna get more Shield Hero. There's gonna be more Overlord. We just haven't gotten it yet, and we should have. I don't know about Shield Hero. I haven't seen it, but Overlord, absolutely. So no, I'd say this has to be something that specifically is ended too early. You want more seasons, not a show that's definitely going to have more seasons. Like My Hero, of course, My Hero season 5 already went into production, so like it's like we're getting more seasons. This is literally a show that you know is not, and you want it to anyway. For me, there was one pick immediately, and I knew it. There might be others that I feel like should, like Slayers. I think could work with more seasons, something like that, but. My pick. What's up?
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but there's classic Slayers, or because there's a couple of different Slayers after that.
The classic one, not the OVA or Revolution. I haven't watched Revolution. I need to watch it, and the OVA is not good. I watched it when I was younger. I was wrong to like it. Anyway, yeah. So my pick is Bobobo as well. From callback to my underrated. It literally is so good, and then when you get to the end, they're running to the final foe, and then it's over. Before they get there, they are walking to his room, and then the show ends, and they make a joke about how the show is over. And that's it. And that's how the manga ends, too, by the way. That's just how it ends. However, the fans, obviously very upset about this, demanded more, and the manga obliged with one final, 3-chapter arc, I think, something like that. It's very short. It's like a small thing of, the villain is defeated by someone else, and then they fight him kind of deal. But it's a whole little thing. But we never got that in terms of the anime, so just animate that final couple chapters into just a short film, and then I'm good. But until then, that's what I want. I want more freaking Bobo.
I want Ice Adolescence, god damn it.
Yeah, but that is coming out. The difference is Bobo is not. You just gotta keep waiting.
I know.
What about you, Ramen Rider?
Inuyasha. No, I'm kidding.
One even more. Not enough.
No,
never
no.
enough.
Mine is. It would have to be Corpse Princess, because it gets really good. It gets up to the point where she's already fought the bad guys kind of one-on-one, and now she has to go fight them as a group because she's even more powerful. And before you get to that final climax and kind of true ending, it just stops.
Oh, that sucks. Pretty much the same reason I wanted more Bobo.
Yeah, the manga kept going, but they axed the anime for whatever reason.
Yeah, usually with that, it's usually budget, but that sucks.
That and Gangster was pretty good too, because the same thing happened with that. Was the studio that did Gangster went completely bankrupt, so they had to cut corners. So halfway through the show, you could tell that the animation quality was really going down, and then just the ending for the show just sucks.
Yeah, that's always rough. What about you, Mellow D Yellow? Damn it.
I'd probably say Devil is a part-timer, Gamers, and Deadman Wonderland.
See,
What was the
Gamers
last
was my
one?
pick.
Deadman one.
Oh,
See, Gamers
What?
was my pick. However, that actually does have a scheduled season 2.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah. Apparently this year.
oh, cool.
Dope.
For what I was reading, it's supposed to release in June, but who knows now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Apocalypse.
It's not apocalypse yet. People aren't turning into zombies.
Also, the world's not.
They're not
over
gonna
yet.
turn into zombies. They're just gonna fucking drop dead or leave. No one cares, Rich. Yeah, I don't have to pick it. That was actually mine. I'm trying to think again. Ranma, the good Inuyasha. That one actually also similarly ended because the company went bankrupt. Which is a shame because Ranma was actually very well animated for its time period.
Yeah, it looks good. I did not get into Ranma at all when I finally gave it a shot. Watched the first I think it was like 24 episodes too.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I gave it a fair shake, man.
That is admirably fair.
You know what? I
It's
actually
one of those
thought.
shows that it peaks probably in the second, third season, and then kind of declines. I couldn't say for sure because goddamn, has it been a long time since I watched, like, a couple of years since I watched any of it, let alone the whole thing start to finish. Not since the days of fan subs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trigun? Or Blood
yeah, so-
Blockade Battlefront.
See, I thought
my
Blockade,
God,
Blockade,
Blockade.
absolutely. Trigun, I feel like just has a perfect ending, which is why I didn't pick that one.
Well, I say that because, to my knowledge, that was like that was the anime original ending. It's not to say it was a bad ending, but nevertheless.
Guess that's fair. We did technically do a movie like many years later, but man, that movie was bad. Anyway,
Berserk 1990. I don't actually watch or like the show, but out of respect for the fans.
yeah. Also, one thing earlier in terms of show I wish I didn't watch, put Fairy Tail there. I didn't. I watched 100 fucking episodes.
Well, you are starved for shonen that isn't
I don't know
Bleach,
how you got
Naruto, or
that
One
far.
Piece.
I don't know how I got that far. I watched
You kept
100
complaining
goddamn
the whole time.
episodes. And yeah,
And I'm telling
all
you,
I did
actually
was
what
bitch
happened,
about how
literally,
fucking bad it
If you
is.
wanted
Yeah, and then
shonen
you
and
kept
you were sick of the
watching it.
big three, that was the alternative.
Yeah, but I watched it like 2 years ago.
I mean,
been
yeah,
that
I don't know
long
why.
already?
You had better options 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I probably was caught up with everything at the time. I was really watching a lot of anime at that point.
God, does that anime look bad?
Yeah. I gave it such a long time to be good and
I don't know what
realized 100 episodes in that, like, man, it was never really good that entire time.
I don't know what it is, and I promise I'm not trying to take extra digs where I don't need to.
Yeah.
But, like, its art style that drives me up the wall and I hate it. And I don't exactly know what it is. It's not necessarily like animation or even art quality per se. Might be something to do with compositing. Everything just looks really plasticky and oversaturated.
I'm not sure.
But like, can you kind of get what I mean?
That yeah, a little bit. With Fairy Tail and
Like-
Super, yeah, I get that.
Well, with Fairy Tail, like one of my things was for the first like first like 2 seasons, they loved just reusing attack animations.
Oh boy, and boy
These
do they
didn't look
love
good the
using the
first
same
time.
attacks all the time too.
And it made
That's
me
not-
mad because the manga
that's not the
didn't
anime's
actually
fault,
do
but-
that. The manga I enjoyed a lot more. I'm not saying it's good, I couldn't say. It's been a long time. But the manga I enjoyed a lot more.
But I
Can't
guess
lose another Rave Master anime.
yeah, I guess boys, I guess we'll call it there then.
It's only 4 in the morning, we need to keep going.
It's a good couple hours. We definitely talked about, answered all of our questions. We'll definitely have to have more big discussions soon. I know I'm rewatching the MCU. I know we're all watching different stuff that we'll have to talk about. Who knows? Maybe Dump will become like a regular thing of just like a weekly, hey, what have you guys been up to kind of deal. I don't know. We kind of been throwing out ideas. So, but
I keep saying, dude, we should do the 3-episode rule dump.
yeah, we could probably do that. We'll figure it out. Now that we all got a little bit more time.
That was where we'd pick a show.
Yeah,
We'd pick a show, we'd decide on a show, and we'd all watch, preferably one that none of us have seen, or at least seen any substantial amount of.
Yeah.
We'd watch 3 episodes of it, and then give it a go, and give it a good old dump.
And yeah, then we would talk about it and see if we want to keep watching, kind of deal.
I think we really should go ahead and do a dump on. I mean, if you don't want to, Isaac, that's fine. James, if you want to jump in on that, I think doing the live action.
That is all up to you guys. I already know what you're talking about. That's all up to you guys. I'm
Live
not saying
action
you can't do it.
Yeah, the live
I'm
action
saying
anime
I
movies.
won't. I will not waste several hours of my life watching shit I know I will not.
I will 100% do that, but
I will too.
hell
Y'all
yeah.
motherfuckers want to complain about Golden Boy, then watch actual trash.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, we are trash. That's where we are, right?
Yeah, we're the garbage gang, man. We gotta give them what they want.
Also, I guess before we do our sign-offs, let me say this again. So, as always, guys, it's been a pleasure. If you enjoy our content, remember,
Oh my
like,
God,
comment,
stop.
subscribe.
Okay, that's fine.
Join the...
Don't you
join
fucking
the
say
Patreon.
it's not real. It's not
Yes,
even.
it is.
It isn't.
Look it up. Look it up right now. Look up Garbage Gang on Patreon.
Did you
join
make,
the
Did you
Patreon.
actually make one? I'm gonna be upset with you.
Join the Patreon. There's 4 tiers. The $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month,
Oh
and
my God,
$100 a
I'm
month.
gonna hurt you if I find this on here. You didn't talk to anybody about it. You just create a fucking Patreon. Hold on, here we go. Just look up Garbage Gang. Garbage Gang.
GG.
Garbage Gang. Let's see what comes up. Oh boy. Why'd you do that, Tay? It's on here. Wow, you actually made one. Why? Wait.
What are you talking about? Like I said,
Did you make? Wait.
join.
Wait. Why?
What?
I'm actually curious. Why did you do that?
What do you
Official
mean?
Patreon, $1 per month. Early access. Early access to what?
Yeah, we stream! Take that down, that's a legal application, you moron!
Oh yeah, that's illegal. You can't put that up there. Yeah, you're gonna want to take that off.
What did he do?
Patreon only updates. What is what? Chat community. I don't know what that is actually. Exclusive
Or Discord,
BTS. Oh,
maybe?
behind the scenes. I mean, we're pretty forward. Voting power.
Yeah, well, behind the scenes on the stream, we're doing the behind the scenes.
Yeah, we're literally talking about what we kind of want to do, but we're pitching it to each other. Voting power. Bro, you just go on our Twitter. We do have a Twitter. Dude, fucking...
We have a Patreon too.
live stream.
That's
It's
been updated,
always
so
a
no longer
live
says-
stream. It's not ever not a live stream.
Well, you know, there might be a point when we have other content.
Who do you have this charged to?
Oh, it doesn't. It's not hooked up to any cards, so it can't go anywhere yet. So no one can actually get charged.
Take that shit down.
See all 4 levels. What is wrong with you, Tayshawn? You need to talk to people about this. Name in credits. What credits? We don't have anything like that.
I
Personal
will say your
thank you
name
video.
at the end of the stream.
Alright, to be fair, a personal thank you video, I would do that. But, name and credits. Like, yeah, we'd read off people, that's fine. But, like, no, I don't want to do a Patreon. We talked about this. I don't want us to make money off of our fucking channel.
I mean,
And everything in the
I'm not gonna
previous two.
say no to making money. However,
I'm not gonna say no either.
Your
but,
final thing is $100, and you offer nothing. The offer literally has nothing listed.
That,
It just has a name. That's
about what
it.
you should expect.
that,
Wait a
What?
minute,
I
I
feel
thought
like the other ones are just like
Anyone who donates $100 or more a
um,
month gets one
like
Dr.
the,
Thunder.
defaults, and then the last one isn't.
Wait, what happened?
That is
I
a
think
joke,
the
by the
first-
way.
the-
I'm not legally obligated
I think all the
didn't we
levels are
talk
just
about
defaults.
somebody like if
Except
they
the last
did
one, obviously.
$100, it would be a picture of somebody.
Are they
eating,
really?
Like,
No, he
Subway.
definitely did.
It's a picture of Andy eating Subway.
Yeah.
I don't know, just seems defaulted.
Yeah, it really does.
He would not agree to that, by the way. He hates taking pictures.
Yeah, no, he would.
Just
He would
do it when
absolutely
he's
not.
paying attention.
Oh no, we can't do that.
Oh, Zach, refresh the page, and then go look at the last stream.
Oh god, did you add one now just to fix it? Oh god.
God,
Jesus.
Tayshawn, just take this whole fucking thing down.
You know what? Fine, I'll allow one thing, Tayshawn. How about that? I'll allow $1 to have your name read. Nothing else. I will allow nothing else.
You didn't even read the last.
That's a slippery slope.
I know, and I don't even want to do that. Join
You
the
didn't even
stream,
read the
get your
last
own
one.
color, and become an
No.
official member of the Garbage Gang. Game. You even use the wrong name, you dumbass. Jesus Christ, just take it down. Fuck's
Just
sake.
get rid of this shit.
Oh my god.
I think $1, the $1 club for your name thing would be alright.
Okay, see that's the problem though, because we start getting like
No
actual
one's going
paper.
to subscribe. Period. It doesn't matter.
Well, but be patrons. We already
No
do
one's
get
gonna be
subscribers.
patrons. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. No one's gonna be patrons. It doesn't matter.
Here's
It
the thing,
doesn't
Tayshawn,
matter.
and what you have this fundamental problem with understanding is it's not a 0% chance. And
It
leaving
is.
an
It's not a
open thing
zero.
like- and leaving an open invite like that is a potentially dangerous idea.
So,
You're the motherfucker going around licking bottles at fucking goddamn Walmart.
I would never do this. Horrible.
it is horrible.
It is horrible. He's not that bad, but he's like 2 steps below that bad.
Jesus. God damn it, Tayshawn.
I wish there was
Fuck's
a way
sake.
I
could
will
just
add
report it.
into the thing. Do not subscribe.
No.
This is a
You
joke.
wish there was a way to
No,
report
you just
it.
take it
Yeah.
down.
No, I like it beating up.
No, take it fucking down.
That's
We did not consent to this. And that is unfortunately
That's illegal.
associated with us.
What are you saying?
I mean, it's literally my channel. I made
Yeah.
the fucking thing.
Yeah, you said we can leave the $1 one up. I'm getting rid of the rest.
All right, I'll allow that. Nothing more, and even that's pushing it.
Just don't allow it at all.
Yeah, no, I'm with Ashley. Well, take the whole fucking thing down. Jesus Christ. Now it's awkwardly quiet. Do you like that, Tayshawn? We got an awkward silence.
Yes.
Fucking Patreon.
Also, still unchanged. Son of a bitch. No, you don't.
No, don't change the subject.
Yeah. No, Tay, just take it down.
Change the subject with some fucking.
What? I just edited it so that it's only one thing.
No, take the thing down.
It also isn't edited because I'm on the.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh.
It didn't update.
What is it?
I just got rid of the $10 tier.
Oh, he's trying to edit it.
Yeah, he's trying to make it less egregious,
Yeah,
but still egregious a little bit by its very existence. Dear Lord. I'ma actually pray to baby Jesus.
It does say 1, though. You gotta change what like it is entirely.
No, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Jesus.
Okay, well I'm leaving before I get incriminated, so bye guys.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Isaac.
That point, just don't even have it.
Well, with that, guys, as always, don't forget to stay lucky. Ow. Ow. And we'll see you at the next one.
Bye.
Later, stay gold, all the good stuff. Complexion of your soul is beautiful, color is yellow, and smile at everyone you know so you shine with the sun.
Yeah. Bye, guys.